Yeah, because there's still football left.
But at the end of the day,
the damage that's been done, isn't season ending at all. It isn't.
I don't think so. No, I won't say
that's got to be the mindset.
I think,
how's your ankle?
Obviously it is a new
It's
system.
doing well.
We're
It felt real good. They got
making
nipped a little bit there. But it felt good. The plays I ran on. We got loose on a couple scrambles as well. So that was just good. That was good to feel. Just that was moving better. Obviously got nipped up and was able to kind of bounce back pretty quick. Just took a quick play off. Came back in, so that's good to see too. Just that, if it does get hit, because I think that was as bad as the hit. You probably get on it.
I didn't see it. I really didn't.
The one where you came out from
yeah.
That was on your ankle.
Yeah, it was. It makes you see it because it felt bad. I got hit up top and hit down low.
We don't want to limit their aggressiveness.
My foot was caught in the ground, so when we're able to. Kind of
our intent to hurt anyone or lead with our head or anything like that, but I wasn't able to see it, so before I
bounce back from it, that means you're back to where you need to be.
Nate, you guys came off bowl wins the last couple of years. Kind of probably thought you had a little more momentum going. What's going through everybody's mind?
We do. I mean, we talk about it in preseason, and we talk about it in the course of the season.
We're not thinking too much about
it, and not even as much to protect the ball carrier, but to protect ourselves. We don't want to lead with our head and break our neck or anything like that. We talk about signing our eyes, seeing the target in, and looking at tackling.
We didn't do enough
we don't want to get hurt, and obviously we don't want to hurt anyone. So yeah, we spent a good deal of time talking about it. This is probably one of the first times that it's reared its head in terms of guys getting penalties and obviously getting ejected. So we'll look at it, we'll learn from it, and we'll teach.
We got to get ready for the next one.
Given the pregame stuff with Penn State, how was it out there? Did it get chippy? Was it tough?
No, it wasn't. I think everybody kind of
tough job in there. Our D line, we consider
just probably this week built that up a lot. There really wasn't much that went on. We got a chance to meet Mowdy and Mike Mowdy and Jordan Hill at the media day. I mean, they were as cool as guys
we put them in all types of situations.
Those guys out there. I remember one time, I handed the ball off and kind of ran my thing out.
We have a tough
just came up and kind of screamed at me. I said, man, I could have lit you up right there. I said, man, I appreciate you not doing it. So, I guess the chance for dirty players was there, but they're not dirty players. They flat out beat us today. That's the most frustrating part. I think, as far as that, all the off the field stuff.
What do you tell guys? I mean, you had the trouble at home, and now you're going into some tough places to get the confidence and sort of. It's about executing. How do you get it on track?
I think I think we're all excited to take this road trip. Because all of a sudden you got to bear down even more. You got to come together even more. There's a certain amount of guys that travel, and we're in a hostile environment. So I think my mindset. I don't think maybe Graham or something has been to Wisconsin. If he made the trip his first year here, but I don't think any of us made that trip out there. So I think everybody should be excited about this opportunity. It's a team on our side of the conference, a team that won the conference last year, and more importantly, won our side. So it's a chance. It's a chance to do something special because that's what you got to look at.
As a leader on this team, you look around the locker room this week to make sure there's no heads hanging.
Yeah, you do. I think everybody would just make sure that honestly, I felt better about just the vibe post-game today than I did last week. Because I think, and the way we finished the game, honestly, I think guys were playing hard. They just came up short on.
But I think when you see where the mistakes are or where the offense is able to capitalize, I think when you can see what the issues are,
the mindset post game was we got to read it. We got to figure out a way. We got to. At the end of the day, we got to beat the person across from us at each position.
There was 4 times you guys got inside the 30, 3 times you guys got in the red zone and didn't score. Just kind of talk about your guys' issues of punching it in.
Yeah, those are issues, and you can't do that and expect to win. That's the frustrating part. That's a little thing here and there that changes the game. Obviously, against a team like Penn State, and again next week when we play Wisconsin, there's some similarities with what they like to do. you know, you want to get off to a fast start. You definitely want to get off to a good start, get some and put the pressure on them, and that's something we weren't able to do. So it changed the tempo of the game. It changed the way you wanted the game to go. But we had our opportunities. We just got to finish. We got to execute. We got to make plays when it counts because the opportunities were there. The plays were there to be made. We just didn't make them.
Nathan, what would you say to the critics that say, you know, Illinois is already done this year?
I mean, they can say what they say. You know, I never really worried too much about the critics or about what's going on outside. Actually, I never worry about the critics or what's going on outside. You know, so we just got to bear down inside. You know, I'm just making sure everything's where it needs to be in the locker room, on the practice field, and when we step out the field for the game next week.
Yeah, I'm sorry if you kind of answered this already, but what do you feel like is sort of missing from the offense right now? What's not clicking
Just
for you guys?
finishing today, I think, was the biggest thing. You know, finishing those drives would have made the difference today, and that's the thing that we've got to have. You know, at the end of the day, when you get down, when you put yourself in a good position, when you get a good drive going or a big play, you got to finish those things. You know, that was the biggest thing today. It was dissimilar to, you know, last week. Last week we turned over the ball too much, and today, you know, I know I had 2 picks. Over that one at the end of the half, you know, you're going to try to fit in. Obviously, it's 4th down, so you're not going to take a sack or anything like that. You know, but at the end of the day, you got to finish. Each person's got to execute better when it counts, and make sure we find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
How frustrating is that when you go in so prepared and 1 week it's one big mistake that may cost you a game, this week it's another big mistake? It's just not always the same thing.
Right, you know, that's a game of football. That's what you see week to week. You know, that's why you wake up every day and go and do everything you can to be ready and be ready to play because, you know, you never know when that play is, and we just got to do a good job of making that play when it's there because at the end of the game, when you look back, it never feels good when you're like, man, I should have made this play, could have made a huge difference in the game. You know, that's always a bad feeling. We just got to make sure that we're ready for that play when it comes because that's the best thing about college football. You always get a chance to go out and play next week, and that's exactly what we get.
How do you guys as a team correct some of these mental mistakes, the penalties and things like that?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to you got to stay focused. You know, obviously it comes down to focus. It comes down to guys, you know, being confident in what they're doing, you know, what's going on, and making sure that they don't have those mental mistakes because we can't get behind the sticks. We can't, you know, put ourselves in bad positions, you know, in all 3 phases. So it comes down to focus.
How did you feel health-wise today?
I felt good. You know, I had a few runs that really felt good. We got loose on a couple scrambles. You know, so I think when I feel myself and you know, when the team sees me doing that, you know, they know I'm feeling pretty good. You know, I was able to have that, you know, just that confidence back. You know, and even took a hit on it, and you know, I took a direct shot really where I rolled my ankle and. You know, was able to bounce up, you know, came out of play and was able to get back out there. So anytime you take a hit on what you've hurt and you're able to come back from it, you know you're back where